Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live, and we are about live on Instagram as well. Welcome to Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live, where we're playing jaw harps and mouth played musical instruments or mouth resonated musical instruments from around the world. What harps is have, and we took what was it, 3 weeks off, and I'm probably going to be taking 3 weeks off, 2 to 3 weeks off from live uploads at the end of every year. Oh, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, comment what harps you've been into. Oh, hey, back at the Indigenous Queen 01. Hello, Nakia Mario, Johnny Patoski. Hey, hello. Yeah, I've been playing on this one. I just got these in. You can look for an unboxing in the next month, 2 month and a half. These are new Haretdinov, and they are probably the prettiest I've ever seen them so far. Super melodic, 432 hertz, although we can change them to 440. John Patowski says, I like Babayev. Oh, yes, Babayev is another good one. These ones are, I would put them on par with the Babayev, especially the new ones. They're so melodic. Have you heard from him? Is he okay? What about Niga? Babayev, I haven't heard from in a while. Last I knew, he was doing well. Received harps from him in 2023, some Munarp and a Morcheng, or as it's supposed to be pronounced, Morchung. A nice guy, Master Niega or Master Naya, however you want to pronounce it, hasn't been doing well. He's been having some migraines and hasn't been able to build. I think the being at constantly at war for years is really weighing in on those people, especially mentally, physically, emotionally. Dylan the Demon says, love your content, the way you play the jar. Oh, thank you. And in the break, I had a week off work, so I've got some good content coming out the next few weeks, and we're going to be doing some more varieties of everything. Digging the clown shirt looks good. Oh yeah, this is Oliver Tree. I told my wife for Christmas, and I haven't put out a video before or a live upload before Christmas, but I said, get me the weirdest looking Oliver Tree shirt you can find, and she found a pretty weird one. Kenny Chalafax Music says, I'm looking for a Maranzano now. Check out La Rosa's work. We don't have it. I don't think we have any more, but I'll get a hold of them, see if they'll make us some more. The Indigenous Queen 01 says, do you make your own jaw harps? Yes, I do. Would you like to hear some of my jaw harps? Yeah, just give me just a moment. And oh yeah, for this new Smolnikov, the cases are so super pretty. He calls it burl wood. I'm not sure from what tree, but it's the burl, which would be the bottom. And they have necklaces. And I've been testing the necklaces out because the old necklaces had a different string, and I had one come loose one time, and it bent the reed all the way straight. He says he's using new string now, which I noticed the new string he's using now is less grippy, so I'm betting that remedies it. Hold on just a second. Let me grab a couple that I made. Where's something that I have made? I don't even know where all my harps are. Ooh, there we go. Where's my really melodic harp in D2? No. Let's grab these two. I have a really melodic one I made in D2 that I don't know where it's at the moment. Here's a harp I made. I think it's around a B1. Call it the Butter Bass. Yeah, dude, the Iverson, Kenny Chalafax Music, the Iverson are killer. I've actually got one. It's pretty much the new Iverson. The old Iverson were okay. The new Iverson he puts out, they're pretty much my go-to Munarp when I want to grab a Munarpa. There, when I get that little "you" in the background, I'm pushing out of my glottis and I'm bringing my tongue up, so it's. Oh, Marshall, you do have one. I remember that one. I really like that harp. The Indigenous Queen says, how long does it take to make a jaw harp, and is it hard? What material do you need? I have, depending on the harp, it depends on how much artwork I put into it, anywhere from, I'd say, 10 to 16 hours to make a harp. What gets you in harp making is the very close and very precise tolerances that you need to get to make really good sound. I've talked to an owner of a machine shop who's really knowledgeable in metal, and he says, I think no matter the construction method, you're going to have a lot of fine adjustment at the end. Let's play the Iverson. Somebody was just talking about the Iverson Monarch. And over the past 3 to 4 weeks, the YouTube channel, a big thank you to all of you out there who watch the content. The YouTube channel has absolutely blew up. We got 1,700% more views and user engagement than normal. So the views on the channel went anywhere from 8 to 15,000 views every 48 hours to on up to almost 800,000 views every 48 hours. So we got millions of views just in the past month, and it's really cool. So thank you to everybody who stuck with us. And if you have any, oh, I love my bass Morchung from Rat. Haven't seen him. Oh, I missed some things in there, but a big thank you to everybody who watches the content. And the more views I get and the more money I make off YouTube, because I do make some money off ad revenue, the more time I can spend making content. So it's really good. So I took like a week off and worked on some content. So if that happens in the future and their views keep up, I'm going to just start making longer form videos and videos that have a little bit more production value in them. Which, if you're not making money making videos, it's hard to do that. So it's good that views went up. David Bosanko says, haven't seen you live in a long time due to the time difference. Oh, hi over in the UK. You're what, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning over there right now? TDS Harp says, I'm requesting a butter bass for my birthday. Yes. Yeah, I just haven't been making many harps. It'll probably take me about a year to make 10 harps. So I've got 20 harps or so requested from customers. So David Bosanko says 2 a.m. here. What key is that Mun harp in? This is a F. I think it's an F2. And I've been trying to get at least 3 tones sometimes. If I got a harp with enough sustain, then I can work it. I've been trying to get 3 different overtones out of each pluck. Let's try to figure out what I'm doing there. It's like I'm saying O-E-O-O, but I'm going Yeah, I do love harps in F because they're kind of like that bridge from your D and your D sharp, which is more mid-rangey, on up into the higher. So you got that really nice, if you got one that's melodic, you got that really nice melodic nature, but also a lot of the sustain you'd have with a mid-range harp. And if you notice, we had some interesting questions. I can't remember who it was from. They had bought a Mohan high-pitched traditional Morchung, which a Mohan traditional Morchung or any traditional Morchung, when they're up in like the 3rd octave, they were having a hard time getting the same level of volume and the level of sound out of it. And let's talk about that, because my first real Monarch or real Morchung was a Mohan. It was actually this one, and I didn't like it at first because I was used to playing harps like in the D2 or C2 range, so I'm used to like manipulating the overtones that are coming off the harp there. When you're playing high pitched harps, they play a little bit differently. But now that I played a while, I can kind of transition from a really high-pitched harp to a really low-pitched harp to an in-between harp, and just not have to think about it too much. Where's my higher pitch? I've got some higher-pitched Mohans. I don't know where they all are. I'm going to try to find something really high-pitched. Oh, here we go. And the only advice I could give them, because when we're when we're amplifying overtones in our mouth, it's kind of intuitive that you feel out where it is. Kind of like when you're whistling. When you first start whistling, your whistles probably aren't very loud, but I can whistle really loudly because I'm really good at making that sound strong. Same thing with the jaw harp. So the more you play a jaw harp, the more you figure out how to amplify the overtone. So if you're a beginner going from like a mid-rangey harp to a really super high-pitched harp, it might be kind of adjustment. The advice I gave him was try whistling a bit and then playing it. And when I'm playing it, I don't have my tongue drop down really low, kind of like I would when I'm playing a more harp around D2. I'm really cradling the sound because the higher pitches seem like with my tongue higher in my mouth, when the tongue's higher in the mouth, I'm taking up making a smaller cavity, smaller volume. So I'm milking out those higher overtones. I don't know if I'm correctly saying this via a scientific or sound way, but that's my take on it. So your higher pitched harps I almost hold my mouth like I'm whistling. Kaya says the Morsing has one of my favorite sounds right now. Oh yeah, Morsing are really super stiff, so they're not for the faint of heart because do have a really stiff reed and a lot of pressure up against your teeth. But they have such a cool almost melodic nature with a drone in the background. And all harps have a drone or a fundamental playing. Cigar Link says, are your teeth over the ends or just touching the surface? My teeth are not over the ends of this harp. What you're seeing there is my teeth aren't resting on top. They're resting up against the sides of this because the sides of these harps are angled. So the tips of my teeth are resting up against that. What jaw harps are good for meditation? Well, let's just did you just see that just happen in real life? I got this long beard. I'm growing my beard out for the winter, and I just had to get caught on my beard hair. The question was, what is a good harp for meditation? Well, first off, I'd say meditation-wise, meditation is kind of an altering of consciousness as it is. So if you're getting into meditation, don't concentrate on the physical object you're using to meditate with. However, harps that I really like, and I'll meditate with a super high pitched harp. I'll meditate with a low pitched harp, a mid rangey harp. One of my favorite ranges for jaw harps, though, for meditation is around the G1 to C2 range because oftentimes those harps come with really flexible reeds, so I can play them for longer because if I'm meditating or journeying, I want to get a good 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 minutes playing the harp nonstop. Whereas if I'm playing a Morsing, I probably will play a Morsing for 2 to 3 minutes because of how stiff they are. But get yourself something. I like an untuned harp, but it doesn't matter. Get yourself something low pitched, flexible reed that's comfortable for you to play. Because you can meditate just by sitting there and breathing. You can meditate by stretching. You can meditate with rattles. You can meditate with drums. Jaw harp, it's not exclusive to the jaw harp, but I find the jaw harp really work well for it because we're not only doing the vibration and doing the sound, but also doing the breathing because a good part of altering your consciousness or going into like a meditative or a trance state is the breathing, the deep breathing. So I would get yourself a bassy or mid-rangey harp or just whatever harp you have. You will have a hard time meditating on a Snoopy harp because they are awful to play and they actually cause my face. I feel the pressure from a Snoopy harp in the middle of my nose and play to my face. There's just so much vibration. I don't even like plucking it that much. So get yourself a real jaw harp and start building. Go in with an intention to meditate or to alter your consciousness or to inspire creativity or depth or insight, and start breathing continuously. Mark Shaw says, night, all you harp heads. Have an awesome day or night wherever you are. Love you, Mark Shaw. You have an awesome evening as well. Thank you for stopping by. Subiru says, love my Glauser and Star for meditation. Oh yeah, that's down in that G1 to C2 range right there. Can't wait for payday so I can order a few more harps. Oh, nice. Snoopy harp should not be considered harps. Yeah, I consider a Snoopy harp more of a harp-like object than a jaw harp. Kind of like I came from the sword community where I was doing some backyard cutting and a real actual spring steel correctly made sword made for cutting stuff is safe and considered a sword, whereas all your wall hanger swords are considered sword-like objects. Same thing with the jaw harp. You shouldn't actually use them. Same thing with the jaw harp. Real jaw harps or jaw harp, mouth harp, juice harp, whatever you want to call them. But Snoopy harps are more of a harp-like object. It's not really going to work for your jaw harp goals. But I've had some really passionate people come on my videos saying like, why are you talking bad about Snoopy harps? Snoopy harps are just fine. So I guess if you have a Snoopy and you enjoy it, you're probably in the minority of people who enjoy Snoopy harps. But if you have a Snoopy harp and enjoy it, awesome. Let me know your techniques and let me know how your teeth hold up over time playing a harp that transfers this much vibration. But yeah, good harp is key. And you build yourself a repetitive breath or breathing, because when I meditate or when I journey, I'll start by concentrating on the breath. There are oftentimes drums or some other thing that's assisting me, but concentrate on your breathing. In, out, in, out. A lot of time I'll double up. Out, out, in, out, in, out. When you say a real harp, what do you suggest I buy one? Go to my link. Click my link on at Jaw the Harp. It's theharpery.com. They have a big section for beginner harps. It's a thing that me and Porky Miller run, and things really took off over Christmas. So as we get more orders coming in, we'll be able to devote more time from our real jobs, because I do have a job where I do heating and air, and Porky Miller does work at a machine shop. So if things continue to grow, we'll be able to devote more of our free time for it. So thank you to all you who watch the content, buy harps from us, or just play the harp in general. And it's like I'm going, but I'm doing it out and in rest. Orchard Guy 80, Happy New Year back at you. And see there at the end when I punch the in-breath and it killed it, you can do that to kill it for an effect, or you can also bring your lips off of it so it doesn't kill it. Listen to the difference. See, I just killed it right away, or I can bring my lips off it and sustain it a bit. By bringing my lips off it, I'm bringing some of that air in to equalize, not around the harp, so I'm not going to kill this harp. Now, if you have a harp with a draw on it, you can keep it going by bringing air through the harp. Let's see if I've got do I got a dry harp here? What are you? Oh, you're not a dry harp. Oh, there we go. There's Morsing right there. We'll wrap it up with the Morsing. Thank you to all of you who tuned in, and thank you to all of you who supported the channel. We even got some super chats this year. People just gave me like $5. I'm like, yes. I apply all that so I can go back and make more videos. And if you have any video requests, make sure to let us know your video requests in the comments down below. I love y'all. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. I'm so excited for 2024 jaw harping. I love y'all, harp heads. Harp out. I'm doing that same thing I was doing on that bassy harp. That Indigenous Queen 01, and it says, it's hard to answer comments like that after coming back after breathing, because I'm really intensely breathing. What's the loudest jaw harp you own? Oh, probably either my Masco Vargan or my God of Sev, Yakut Homus. I got some real screamers. One of my Plekhanovs in F2 is an absolutely piercing, screaming harp. Anyways, I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Saturday for Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live. And for those of you who are looking to see the live upload on Sunday, we'll be going live at Jaw the Harp at 8 p.m. Central U.S. time, and also at the YouTube channel The Harpery. Love y'all. Harp out. I'll see y'all next Saturday, and some of you on Sunday. Adios. End the live stream, and it